Wow, it's impressive what you can do with your physique, man.
Thank you, thank you.
So this is interview what part three, right? So if
Yeah,
you guys check the first interview and like this interview right now, there's you have a big transformation, man.
thank
That
you. Yeah.
is impressive. In what? In less than 3 months, maybe?
Um. So the first one, I forget really when we did the first one, but
4 months ago, I think so.
4 months ago. Yeah. So my prep started in January. So like January 1st. So yeah, to now it's five months. I competed 2 weeks ago. So my prep was 16 weeks. So
Hmm.
yeah.
I see people joining in and leaving comments. So let's get started. So hello everyone, this is Johnny555 and I am here with my friend Chris. This is interview part three. We're gonna be talking a little bit about his routine. He just competed,
Hmm.
so hopefully you guys like it. Okay, and also start leaving comments and questions. We're gonna be reading them in a minute. Okay,
And I
so
can see
bro,
all the comments. So I'll be
you
able to
can
read it.
you can see the comments. Full
Mhm.
screen, Chris. Oh, see, there you go. There you go. That was Lee.
That's
So,
me.
bro, so
Yeah.
let's start with your current weight and height, because I know your weight has been changing frequently.
Yeah. So according to when I got heighted in at the show, I am 5 foot 9.5. And this morning I was 210, a little over 210. So yeah, and then at the day of the show, I was 191.2 at weigh-ins, and then the Wednesday before the show, I was 185.4. So since like April 23rd to now, I've gone from 185.4 up to 210, just about.
That's awesome, man. And like I said, it's impressive how you can, change your physique. You were from bulking to lean in just a couple of weeks, and that's impressive, man. So how did it go? Did you like the show?
Yeah, I did the Jay Cutler Classic in Boston, and that show I did it last year. It runs super smooth. Everyone there is super nice. All the staff are great. Everyone competing to you like both years has been cool. Like I've made friends every time. And then how it went, I won my class. I won the classic physique overall, and the guy I beat actually in the classic physique overall won the men's open overall. So in a way, I kind of beat everyone. Like so, I couldn't have really asked for it to go better. Like I beat the other overall winner. So and he's cool. I've actually been talking to him on Instagram. So like he's got a great physique, and I didn't go up against him in men's open, so I can't say that like I don't know how that would have gone in a different class, but in my class, I won the overall and feel pretty good about it.
Very impressive. And I'm gonna display some pictures here so people can see what you did up there.
Yeah. So that's me the night before. The picture on stage, that was me competing against the men's open overall.
This
Yeah, that
one.
right there. So that kid, he's super cool. He won men's open. He was a middleweight.
I'm just gonna say that you both look amazing, man. It's
Yeah, he
just
actually looked really
impressive.
good.
It's just impressive because working out is one thing, looking good is one thing, but competing, it's in a whole different level.
I gotta work on my midsection a little bit. That's one thing I'm going to improve this offseason. Then just overall growth. But yeah, that's me and him. Like he had really good fullness. I had a hard time staying full, but I always do like year round. Like I go flat in between meals, even in the off season. So that makes
Do you
sense.
do you practice, bro, for posing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I practiced after every workout. That's me with the other overall winners. So that girl in the middle, she won bikini. Girl all the way in the left won figure, I think. And then yeah, that's the kid that won the men's open, and then I won classic.
Here's another one. Look at that.
Yeah, that's me. So in these pictures too, this is a photo shoot after the show, and I ate 3 huge cookies and had 3 Pedialites, and then like a gallon of water. So like this is not this is not what I look like on stage. This is like 3 hours after I got off stage. Um, but I mean, I'm still pretty happy with the look.
What about
But
this one?
yeah, that's at finals. So that's pretty much like my peak look for the weekend. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's impressive. Honestly, you did a really good job.
Thank you,
So
thank you.
yeah, I know you're welcome. So were you nervous being up there on stage?
No,
Wow, because I would be.
nah. I mean, it's what I was training for. Like I was just, if anything, like I couldn't, like I didn't want to be backstage, like waiting. So like I wanted to be up there. Like it was a relief to get up there, not other way around. Just because like I wanted to get it over with, figure out where I placed, know what I needed to improve on, and just like eat some food. So I wasn't nervous. Once I was up on stage, I was actually happy to be there.
Hmm, that's awesome, man. So what was your biggest challenge, especially with your preparation? Do you have anything in particular?
Yeah, sleep. For me, when I get like low enough body fat percentage, my sleep just starts to be awful. I managed it well, but that's like the hardest thing to manage for me. Like I was pretty damn hungry. I mean, going to work was terrible. Going and doing normal plans is pretty awful. Like just because like your body feels horrible, and like even like at least for me, like I get so tired and like almost lazy that like even hitting like switching my foot from like the gas to the brake in my car, like I have a thought of like I'm just gonna hit this thing, like I'm not gonna move my foot when I'm like it's that bad. And that's not even a joke. Like I'll be like I cannot brake right now. Like I obviously I do it, but like every little movement's horrible. So that's pretty bad, but I can deal with that. It's like if I don't sleep well, then that gets even worse. And like when I get really lean, I can only stay asleep for like a few hours at a time. So like throughout the day, I would schedule in naps. So I would go take a nap at work in my car because like I train clients, so I could block out sections. So just whatever I needed to do to get it to 8 hours for the day, because I could only sleep for like a few hours at a time. I would just break it up. So that was the biggest challenge. And then even like I'd be so exhausted, like walking out to my car, I'd be like, oh my God, like I can't, I'm not gonna make it. Then I'd get out there, I'd fall asleep in like 8 seconds, set the alarm for like 30 minutes, wake up, and I'd be like, I can't believe I have to move my body out of this vehicle right now. So that was like the whole last 6 weeks. It's just like every movement was horrible.
That's crazy, man. But it was all worth it, so that's
Oh
really
yeah.
good. That's
I'd do
really
it
good.
again. I'd do it again. I
I
will
see
do it again.
I see people leaving comments, so let's see some of
Yeah.
them. Oh, we have a bunch.
Somebody asked how old I was. I'm 28. Um, how
Joshua
long?
Corner.
What was that?
No, I mean like Joshua Corner. He's my moderator.
Hmm.
He's there too. Lean. Chris, I noticed the hair is growing back. That's what Lee.
Oh, yeah. That'll take a few weeks. Somebody asked, what is my proudest upper body muscle? I mean, genetically, like my chest seems to like look the best. My proudest? Yeah, I guess my chest. I that seems to be what I get the most questions about. Is like, how do I get a chest like this? I I don't know.
Yeah,
My chest has just been
share the
strong.
secret. Share the secret.
Oh, every interview I do, I just say like I've been doing the same three exercises for. I used to flat bench occasionally too, but like slight incline dumbbell, a decline chest press, and a fly. And I just make sure I hit a PR on those every workout, basically. And I've been doing those three movements for. This has been my workout for like I don't know. My chest just grows. I just try and hit a P. Look, as long as you're training your chest and you're getting stronger, and you're gaining weight, then you're gaining muscle. So like, as part of it is just the shape of your chest. Like I just happen to my chest grows. It's always been strong, and it just happens to look like this. So I guess I'm proud of it, but also like I don't do anything too crazy for it. I do drop sets. That was one thing that like I think I've explained this in the last interview. Like I will say like I feel like I have chest training down pretty well, but yeah. So to answer the question, chest is probably the thing I'm most proud of.
That's awesome, bro. And whatever you're doing definitely is working out for you.
Thank you, thank you.
Lee, he's like, Lee, I'm not sure if you're a boy or a girl, but he or she is like, we need a peg bounce tutorial.
A tutorial. Well, you got to have pecs. So step one is have pecs, and then step two is you just flex your pecs. So that would be the tutorial. First off, hit the gym. Second,
Yep.
yeah. Second,
Yeah,
flex
because
your pecs.
if I try to do it right now, it won't work.
How do you know if you have gyno? Oh, you'll know. Like, I don't know if I can even do it on YouTube. Like this one, like I know. Like you'll know when it happens. First off, when you're getting it, it'll be like itchy, and then you'll feel like a lump. It'll start like it'll feel like this, like the end of an eraser. See this? That's what it'll feel like under there. So that's how you know. And like if you catch it early enough, like mine's not really that noticeable, but like you'll know. That I was answering Lee's question. Also, you got to be lean enough, and yeah, it can be sensitive to touch. If it's like if your estrogen or progesterone is out of control, it will be sensitive in that moment. Bro, what cycle did you use? For contest prep, 750 test, 600 equipoise, 6 IUs of growth, and that was it. Um,
I see a lot of people active in the chat. That's really good.
anyway, back to your questions. I'll check in with the chat in a little bit.
No, that's good, man. So, when you how do you get started with your bodybuilding, bro? What make you take this route?
So I won't get like too personal about it, but like I was really uh, it was never like an insecurity thing. So I want to word this properly. Uh, so I played this. I still play this game RuneScape quite a bit, and believe it or not, there's like a good amount of overlap between the people that are like really really into RuneScape and going to the gym. I think it has something to do with like just the dopamine of seeing numbers go up. So I was like really like I was playing like 12 hours a day at the time for like years, and I still did all the way through like 5 years into my bodybuilding like journey. But like so that's that community and the YouTube videos that we would share with each other got me into it. That being said, like I also like I used to take this drug called Concerta, and it made me really underweight, and like I didn't really give a shit, but eventually I was like, I'm in a pretty easy position to gain weight. Like I was this height and I was like 106 pounds. So
Wow.
yeah, and like I said, I didn't give a shit. Like it wasn't like really an insecurity thing, but seeing these videos and like I just kind of followed bodybuilding because in like the YouTube scene back in like 2013 around, just because people like we would share the videos with each other. So anyway, I kind of learned a lot just watching other people's progress because that was like why we all liked it, because we would see like when you play RuneScape, like you're trying to get the numbers to go up, like you're just making progress all the time and documenting it. So like
Yeah.
finding other YouTube videos that had the same type of like dopamine response in your brain, like I would just watch these people's progress videos and see what they were doing. So like I kind of already knew exactly what to do, and then I did it, and I put on like 40 pounds in like a year.
Wow.
And then and then I also like I used to draw like anime characters a lot because I liked how they looked. Like they were just very aesthetically pleasing, like guys and girls. Like I used to like to draw like the faces and the eyes, and like I would draw people like Goku and stuff. And like obviously like there's a lot of super jacked, like really sick looking anime characters. So when I started to put size on, I was like, fuck it, I'll just try and look like that. So to answer your question, I got into it through YouTube and RuneScape, and then my initial motivation was Goku. Like I was like, I'm just gonna try and look like Goku, and then I just did the. I've been doing the same thing every day since. So that was like 10 years ago. Yeah,
That's funny because Dragon Ball Z is also my favorite anime series, man.
yeah. I grew up on that.
And moving on to food, so your diet. So how
Mhm.
was your diet in this journey, and what was your source of protein?
So you're talking about this prep?
Yes.
Well, this is Greek yogurt, Fairlife skim milk, oats, and blueberries, and I throw like a little ginger and cinnamon in there too, just for like my own health purposes. But I would do 3 of those with varying amounts. Like it's not like my off season. Oh yeah, also like this meal, this has also 4 bagels with cream cheese. Like this right now is different than what I did in prep, but this smoothie, those ingredients, I would do Greek yogurt and Fairlife skim milk for 3 of my meals, and that was all that protein. And then 2 of my meals were 5 ounces of chicken breast, 200 grams of sweet potato, 200 grams of spinach, and then 6-ish weeks out, when my weight plateaued in the fourth meal, I pulled out the 200 grams of sweet potato. I bumped the spinach up to 300 grams, and that was the only change. So chicken breast and sweet potato for 2 meals, 3 meals that were Fairlife skim milk and Greek yogurt.
No, awesome, man. On your smoothie, do you put blueberries?
Yeah, yeah, I do. All prep, I did 50 grams of blueberries. Now I do 100 grams.
Awesome.
I'm putting other stuff. Like I upped like the oats and the. I do chia seeds in the first and last meal of the day, just for
Yeah.
digestion. So I do 30 grams, and that was consistent throughout prep, and it's consistent now. And then the morning one was had 20 grams of oats with it, and then the post workout one had 20 grams of oats. So now it's like very similar, except I just add other food, and then like my chicken meals are 6.5 ounces of chicken, 300 grams of rice. I do like these two like cornbread things. So basically, I'm doing 5 meals right now. Four of them are 1,300 calories. One of them's like 700, and then I do a pre-workout meal that's like 400. So I'm like, and I'm eating more on top of it. But like realistically, now compared to prep, I was doing 2,500 calories. Now I'm doing like a base diet of like 5,300, but it's really probably like 60, like low 6,000.
Huh. That's awesome, man. I see a lot of people active in the chat. So, guys, remember, if you want to follow my friend Chris, his social medias are in the description of this video. All right.
Can you take your pants off? No. Are you full of steroids? Look at your head. You are full. So right now, I am taking 375 milligrams of test. I'm doing half a cc Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I am not full of steroids. This is just from gaining a bunch of weight post show. My face is a little puffy. What else?
Awesome. And moving on a little bit to work to supplements.
Yeah.
What supplements did you take, or what supplements are you currently taking?
All right. So now I'm pretty much doing everything I took during prep. Just, um, I think I sent you what I was doing
Yes,
during prep. Yeah.
I think it was this one.
Yeah. So I'm doing pretty much all that. No Tudka. Oh, I forgot to add the Tudka to the night thing. But yeah, I was doing 1,000 morning and night, starting 6 weeks out. But yeah, so I got a astragalus extract. That's still in. That is for kidneys. D3. Uh, that is still in. Most days, I'm cutting that down a little bit just because I got blood work done and it was pretty high, not concerningly high because my calcium was still within range, but just not necessary. Like it's not necessary to take it every day. The MK7K2 that's still in at 100 micrograms. The zinc is still in morning and night. B complex that's in. Citrus bergamot that's for cholesterol. I do 500 morning and night still. NAC I'm just riding out the 1,100 milligrams still. Um, just because I got blood work 6 weeks out. My liver enzymes were slightly elevated, nothing concerning, like pretty normal for like just a day after exercise, but I just upped the knack anyway, especially considering I did start Anavar like a few days after the blood work. So up the knack, and then the Tudka, that was also for liver support with the oral. So that I'm not taking. Then at night, keep the morning stuff pretty similar. I don't take the B complex. I do the magnesium glycinate. So that's 200 milligrams of elemental mag. Like I'm getting out of them. I think it's like 2,000 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. I also take glycine. That's just to help the NAT convert to glutathione. GABA for sleep. So that I don't take right now. But during prep, like I said, my sleep was really bad. So I started at like 1,000 milligrams, and that seemed to help. And then once that kind of stopped helping, I went up. I ended up cruising around 3 grams the last like 2 weeks. Melatonin started at 6 milligrams. That ended up getting up to 21 milligrams. P5P that is now down to 30 morning and night. But that the 100 milligrams at night actually really helped with sleep. And then ashwagandha I added in just for cortisol control. That ended up going up like the last few days, the last like week and a half of prep. Yeah, and then like 4 or 5 weeks out, I started these adaptogens pre-workout, just because, like I said, like that like anxiety about just moving at all because of how terrible it felt. Like I was really trying to control my cortisol this prep, and like I was really like working out felt awful. So, and like it just was stressing my body out so much. So I added in, I think I sent you a picture of it. It's like phosphatidyl serine, so just a type of serine. I was doing that at 600 milligrams pre-workout with,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, yeah, rhodiola. I spelled that wrong. Rhodiola rosea extract. I was doing 500 mil, and that actually made a big difference, believe it or not. So those
Wow.
are two pretty proven adaptogens. They work really well with just like the stress response from a workout. So I read up on those. And I figured I'd try it out, and actually, it was pretty effective. So
So very detailed, man. That's really good. Hey, someone sent. Let me go back to the comment. Someone sent $10. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you, Michael Suarez. It's like for him to show more legs.
but
Oh,
he
it
he he tipped for something I didn't say I would do.
Oh, that's funny. Thank you, though. Thank you, Michael Suarez. If you wanna follow him, bro, all of his social medias are in the description of the video. So
Hmm.
Chris has Instagram. So if you wanna see more, just go there. All right.
Hmm.
And all right. So workout
Wait,
programs.
wait, wait. Why do you shave your chest? I had to for my competition, my friend. It's not like there's no why. It's just that's what you got to do. You got to go there. You got to have no body hair. Then you get a spray tan, and then they put oil on you, and you get on stage. But yeah, you can't have body hair to compete. So that is the only reason why.
Yeah, actually, I learned that on the previous interview that we had. I
Hmm?
didn't know, to be honest. I was also on that boat. I was like, wait, do you have to shave? I didn't
Yeah,
know.
oh yeah,
It makes sense though, but
yeah. I don't do it other than to compete. Just because it's such a like I can't even reach my back like at all. Like I can't reach my like at all. So I couldn't shave that. This is a pain in the ass. Like it. Even if I thought I looked better like this, I wouldn't do it just because it takes so long. So yeah. Does the oil smell bad, or is it hard? It doesn't smell like anything. Is it hard to take off? No, you just take a shower. All right.
all
Let's.
right. So, water. So, how much water do you consume daily, and why was this important?
So like 7 liters, maybe a little less right now. I at least 5 right now. During prep, it's like 7 pretty consistently. I mean, there's a few reasons it's important. Like staying hydrated just for performance in the gym is very important. When you, for me, like I'm so used to drinking a lot of water. If I don't drink a lot of water, I'll get a headache and just not feel good. But also, I mean, digestion, like regular bowel movements, you need to drink a good amount of water. Just all around feeling good. Like when you're training like that, like water, especially during a prep, like you can't really eat. So like having something to just sip on and then get some level of a pump that you're not going to get from food, like really you're relying on like sodium and water for a lot of your pumps during prep. So that's a big reason why it's important. But just overall, feel wise, uh you'll kind of know when you're reaching like the amount of water you need. I don't
Yeah,
force myself to drink 7 liters, but I just naturally do, and I'll know when I'm behind. So overall, it's important just to keep my. This is the state I feel good in, so that's why I drink that much water.
yeah. Hey, bro, because I remember when I interviewed someone, I can't remember who, but he was also competing, and he told me that when they were like on the last day of the competition, that they were not drinking like at least him that he was not drinking water for that day or in a day before. Is there a particular reason for that?
Um, so it depends. Typically, you have no real. Uh, you're when you carb up, there's a certain amount of water you need because like glycogen is also mostly water. So you don't want to like cut water too early or you'll go flat, but then you don't want to over consume water because you'll hold water in your skin. So you want your skin to be dry, but you want your muscles to be full. So it's kind of like a fine balance. Then you also got to keep in mind things like making weight. Like I was in a weight class, so if I over carved up or over drank water, then I might not
Yeah.
make weight. So that was a big part of it for me. The other thing is like I had a good amount of like water weight, like not a good amount. I didn't look like watery, but I could tell I had some water weight. So instead of drinking extra water, like so for a gram of carbs to store as glycogen, roughly you're going to store about 3 grams of water with it. But if you're already holding water, you can kind of eat under drink that proportion, and
Yeah.
then whatever water's left will just be the water you're holding in your body to like fill out. So I was kind of playing it like that, and just I would eat and drink a little bit, and then I would do a round of posing like 30 minutes to an hour after each meal for the last couple of days. And that's kind of how I figured out like the look and the proportion, which ended up just being like sipping water like I also wouldn't recommend anybody cut water until like 24 hours out. Like there's no real need for that. But like for me, like the last 24 hours, I was just kind of sipping, just to make weight, and just like the the look I wanted seemed to be working with that. Like I was getting drier and drier and fuller. So yeah,
Adele Guy, hey Johnny and Chris, how you doing, bro?
hello, hello. Thanks for coming.
Michael Seward, can he post, please? Michael, send another tip. Thank you, Michael. That's
That's not how that works. You can't tip for something nobody agreed for. But that's very nice of you to send the money.
that's funny. But remember, guys, so if you want to see more of Chris, Instagram, his Instagram is on the
Hmm.
description of the video.
Hmm.
If you click in there, it'll take you to his Instagram. Okay. All right. So moving on a little bit to rest and recovery. I know you
Yeah.
already talked a little bit about sleep, but how do you ensure proper rest and recovery between workouts?
Um. Well, I do 3 workouts, like 3 days on, 1 day off. That seems to work really well for me. Um, Proper diet. It's like, I mean, I was doing 250 grams of protein. That seemed to work well. I would time my carbs like breakfast, breakfast, pre, and post. So, first meal, pre-workout meal, post-workout meal. Spacing out my meals, so I was just kind of always having a little bit of something. Like I did 5 meals, so that just kind of reduces the stress of like needing to go prolonged periods of time without eating. Sleep, obviously, like just whatever I needed to get the sleep in. Really keeping cortisol and just overall stress down is important. That was something that like I paid attention to more this time than my first prep. And for me, that just looked like not doing cardio until needed, and that was only at like the 6 or 5 week out mark. And it was only 20 minutes. Um, Not forcing steps, so uh, meaning like total step count. If there were days I needed to do a lower step count, like that was fine. Losing at a consistent but manageable rate. So somewhere between like 1% to 2% body weight per week. As you get closer to the show, you kind of want to time it so you can lose a little bit less per week and not have to force it when you're already fatigued. And yeah, just I would always do like 30 minutes a day of my feet up, laying on my back. That would tend to get me into a pretty relaxed state. Find things to keep my mind occupied. So I'd put my phone away and just play RuneScape at night. Just overall keeping stress low, digestion good, sleep as good as you can, and take rest days as needed. Oh, and I did a few higher carb days just because I kind of paced it so I'd be a little ahead of schedule. So the last few weeks I'd be able to eat more instead of like have higher days more often. Uh, just because I knew like you feel pretty terrible when you get that lean, so it would be more valuable to eat more later in the prep than earlier.
That's awesome, bro. I'm listening to you, but I'm also reading the comments. They're killing me. Uh, Michael, give me money. I'll show you everything. Oh wow, that's funny.
Just what
Tips
the
for you.
I
What is
want you with me on bed. Has that ever? Has just leaving a comment in the stream ever worked? Like, thank you, I guess, but I'm not into that. Go ahead, handsome. You're so special. Love you always. What? Thank you. Okay. So no.
that's funny, bro.
I mean,
But
I'll hit something like
the bam.
I just ate, but chest goals while I'm trying to get a chest like yours. Well, work out, my friend. I also I do coaching, so if you guys want me to set you up with a program and check in with you weekly and make sure you're doing good, send me a message on Instagram.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Chris is also a coach, guys, and his Instagram is on the description of this video. Okay, make sure you give him a follow. If you're looking for a personal trainer, online coaching, reach out to him, all right? And my last question, bro, because we got to the end of the interview.
Mhm.
Calories. How many calories do you consume daily, especially during your cutting phase?
Cutting phase 2,500, went down to 2,300 with an occasional high day. At like, and that was only as needed. Like I didn't, that wasn't like a pre-planned date. Like I set, like this is when we go down to 2,300. It's just I kind of try and maintain that 1% body weight. That's kind of how I time how many weeks I need to diet. So when we start to dip under that, lower the calories a little bit, up the cardio a little bit, just to maintain that 1% body weight until we get the look we want. Um, right now, base diet is a little over 5,300. So I got my 5 meals plus the pre-workout, like mini meal. It's like 5,300, a little bit more. But like when I was making this food that like you saw me eating before the interview,
Yeah,
uh, I was eating something while I made that I didn't track. So like realistically, I'm eating like low 6,000s, and I'm probably just gonna ride that out. Like I said, it's kind of based by look. I was eating probably 7, 8,000 the first 10 days after the show, 12 days,
yeah.
just because my sleep is so bad when I'm really lean. So I just wanted to put on like enough body fat that I could stay asleep for more than like 4 or 5 hours, and that took close to like yeah that took until like early this week. Like I think like Monday or Tuesday, I was just eating like crazy. So yeah, even I probably had some days over 8,000, but now like 5,300 plus like another 1,000. So let's just say like let's just call it like low 6,000 is what I'm eating right now.
That's awesome, bro. And normally, like, how many hours do you sleep when you're not competing?
Well, like close to 9, I'd say.
Wow, that would
Yeah.
be cool if I could do that, man.
Well, I make my own schedule, so like I don't schedule stuff in the morning. I'd rather work late and just let myself like I sleep pretty much like 3 to 12, like 3 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Yeah,
But like sometimes, like if I fall asleep at 4, or if I fall asleep at 3 and I wake up at 1, like I don't care if I fall asleep at 4 and wake up at 12. I don't, like. But that's usually like I stay up late and I schedule everything for myself later in the day, typically. So that's how I get all my sleep in. And sometimes I'll even sleep that much and take a nap. So yeah.
that's awesome, bro. And we got to the end of the interview, bro. I'm just gonna read a couple of last questions and we're done. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for being with us once again.
Wait,
Thank you for sharing.
who was asking about posing? I'll do a little bit. Like he spent $20. I feel like
Oh, Michael. Michael, you still there, man? Let me put you on full screen. Hold.
I can't even really see, but anyway, this is what I'm looking like right now. I don't know if this
Oh
is
no,
really gonna show much, but
no, you look amazing, man.
my bad. Here you go. Not the
I think
best lighting. I just ate, but like I said, I'm trying to put some fat on right now just so I can regain normal body function. But this is what I'm
yeah,
looking like.
that's awesome, bro. Lee, he's like one more pec bounce before we leave.
There you go.
And I think Lee, I think he put a comment saying where that that one day he'll be able to pec pop like you.
Yeah, dude. If you like, I could probably get you to do it in like 3 months if you hire me as a coach. Building enough pec to do that doesn't take super long. So yeah, anybody who wants me to help them out, shoot me a message. I've been a personal trainer for like 8 years. It'll be 8 years in June. I have a degree in exercise physiology. I'm a nutritionist. I've worked with hundreds of clients. I compete now, so you can see I know what I'm doing. But feel free to shoot me any questions if you need more information on that. Just DM me on Instagram. I would be happy to help.
Awesome, bro. And we are done. So thank you guys. Thank you everyone for being here, for being part of the chat. The chat was crazy today. That was cool. That was fun. That was something different.
I liked it,
uh, me too. So yeah,
and thank you for having me.
thank you for being with us, bro. And remember, his social medias are on the description of the video. If you want to mention your Instagram, bro.
Yeah, Chris underscore Saint Gaines. That is my Instagram. So Chris underscore ST period GAINZ. I try and post like some sort of progress update once a week, but I answer every DM as long as they're moderately respectful. I post stories most days, physique updates at the very least, like a few days a week. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in my journey or want to ask me some questions or hire me as a coach, please head over to my Instagram.
Man, they're going crazy about the peg bouncing. So, Jean, I love the peg bouncing. Peg bouncing. Sheehan, peg pop.
I wish they
Jeff.
would go crazy about the coaching, but that's okay. It's okay. I'll take what I can get.
That's awesome. All right, bro. So enjoy your Sunday, and we'll keep in contact. All right.
Of course. Thank you for having me
Thank
on
you,
as
guys.
always.